In 1973, I was living in ex-Yugoslavia, in Belgrade at that time. Everything was so innocent. I felt like I was the first woman walking on the moon or something. Performances was not happening in any kind of museum or gallery spaces. There was all kind of underground activities. But I also understood very early the power of performance can really change you. Change not just me, but change the audience with me too. I've done lots of installation using sound, and later on I start using my own body and doing performances. Rhythm 10 piece, it was very demanding physically and mentally, and also was a very painful piece. I remember during that work that some kind of transformation happened, that I forgot about pain, about fear, about being consciously in the front of audience, because I was very shy till that time. This was, very, very early work. And I have different knives, different shapes, different forms. I take the first knife, I stop in between fingers as fast as I can, and each time I cut myself a change knife, which I changed 10 knives and cut myself 10 times, and record this on the small tape recorder. After this performance, I remember that I could not imagine ever going to the studio, in seclusion of the studio, without public. I could never do that anymore, and I knew the performance is my media. Transitory objects for me I built them actually after Great Wall of China, walking, because it was the first time the audience was not there. Transitory objects never been seen as a sculpture. You go there to get your experience, and then the object can be removed. And I wanted to really show how the material and feeling of material of the ground I was talking, the copper, the iron, the quartz, actually can affect your way of your thinking and affect you physically and mentally. You can't get anything fast. You have to spend time. You have to spend your labor into this experience. There's something about labor that you want to show to other people, but also about honesty. That everything is real. That's nothing been faked. I never stood up from this chair. I never move in this chair. I never drink water. I never done anything. Always real time. People kind of take performance like an easy entertainment, but I want to show something with incredible simple. When you absolutely do nothing, how everything turns around you. And there in the middle of the tornado is a stillness, is the eye. And there I was sitting. And people slept outside on the street. People wait for hours. The guards of the museum sit with me. It was something, the most moving thing that actually I demonstrate the power of performance that can really change you. Change not just me, because I was not the same when I stand up from the chair, but change the audience with me too. In science, the butterfly has given name to an effect in which small causes lead to unpredictable consequences. If somebody told me 20 years ago that I would do opera, you're crazy. I mean, I hate opera. This is totally, old-fashioned thing. But then I was so interested with Callas' phenomenon, Maria Callas. And I was only 14 when I heard her singing, and it was very emotional for me. I always want to do something with Callas, but I also want to do with the idea that every opera woman just dying, all these different deaths, suffocation, burning, the heartbreak, the madness, whatever. So I was thinking, okay, let me do all of them. Let's make these 7 deaths of Callas. Performance is all about real. everything's real, blood is real, everything's real. But here you're actually acting. And I worked with Willem Dafoe for some time before, and I was so dismissive to the theater. But he really helped me to find a way and to guide the key that actually you can be part in the role and become the role. You know, when somebody is acting well, you can really touch you emotionally. As I started being interested in Maria Callas, first of all, she's Sagittarius, I'm Sagittarius, big nose, I have big nose, very difficult mother, completely orientated of success, career, and discipline, which I had. And then, you know, that she can love so much, that she can actually die for broken heart, which almost happened to me, and my work saved me, but her work didn't save her. Just want to give all what I have to public. And this what saved me.